Hi, I'm C. Scratch, and we're back at the Success Women's Conference 2017 here at the IP Casino Resort and Spa. I am honored to be sitting down with a woman who I feel is the epitome of standing tall, Miss Carrie Duncan of WLOX. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
So today has been, for me, inspirational and just, it's like a vibration that's just happening in the air, the energy.
I agree. 100%.
But I would love to know how you're enjoying yourself so far.
Well, it's just been amazing. Like, I wanted to, on the panel I was on, I was like, I want to be out there listening and taking notes. And so I was trying to take notes while I was out there, while I was up there, and listen to them. And I just felt so much good energy from them, but from the whole room and from this whole event.
Yeah.
I just think that people are really trying to build each other up here. And I think as women, we really need to do that more.
Yes.
And that just always needs to be the forefront, is to build people up, to be positive, to be kind. You never know when someone's having a bad day.
Yeah,
and make their day better.
I love that you said that how powerful it is to just try with an effort to be positive every single day and surround yourself with that type of environment. And I really feel like this conference has that refueling that people need, because it is a lot of positivity, a lot of women sharing. And so, like, for me, one thing that you said that really just resonated and stuck out to me is when you were talking about the experience that you recently had with someone having a negative comment about your appearance and all of these negative things they had to say about your life.
Right.
I love that you said that had nothing to do with me.
Right. And it didn't. And, you know, it took me a long time, though, to be able to get to that point.
Yeah.
And I'm 40. And so with age does come a little bit of wisdom.
Yeah.
But it's still really difficult to always know that. And like I said, it took me a long time to get there. And so I wish that those 13 and 18-year-olds would know that when someone says something to you, that it doesn't have anything to do with you.
Yeah.
It has zero to do with you, and it's really a reflection of that person. I mean, even to go that little bit further, that it didn't have anything to do with me, it was 100% about the other person.
That's their stuff.
Yeah, it's their stuff, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. So, you know, move on and just keep being nice.
Yeah, and I love the down-to-earth way that everybody related and communicated today, because it seemed like we were just like in the kitchen.
I know, just hanging out talking.
We just poured some tea up, we're just hanging out, and we're just chatting. And I love that, because I feel like you probably understand this, to be in the public eye and to maybe have a certain persona about yourself. I feel like as women, we feel like we have to be so packaged up all the time.
Yeah, and you do. And like I said on the panel, I was like, and when I'm having a bad day, I don't go out, because if I don't want, like, some days you're just not in a good mood. You just have those days. My husband has them, and I'm like, it's just one of those days.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, then I'm going to leave you alone. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm not doing people today. Is that how you said it?
Yeah, not peopling today.
Not peopling today. That needs to be on a shirt.
Yeah, and so that would be a fair warning for people to just steer clear of that person. But yeah, I just think that it really is important to just be yourself and be nice. And I think kindness, matters. And I say that a lot, but at the foot of the crib in my boys' room, I got, before either of them were born, I didn't know if I was having a boy or girl, so I was always trying to be gender neutral. And so I always waited for the just amazing surprise in the delivery room. But the rug I got says kindness matters, and that's what's at the foot of their bed. And so that is something that I feel like I can really pound in their brains. And they're probably going to be really big boys. My husband's 6'4", 6'5", and so I want for them to be able to stand up for the ones who can't. And so while this is about empowering women, I feel like as a mom to boys, I can help them be better men.
Absolutely.
And to understand women a little bit better.
Absolutely. And speaking about standing up and standing tall, that is this year's theme, and it is kind of just sprinkled throughout the entire conference. What does a woman standing tall look like to you?
I think a woman standing tall, of course, has nothing to do with her stature.
Right.
It has to do with her self-confidence. And I think that that's probably where a lot of us fail. And if you are self-confident, or if you're too self-confident, you have a stigma attached to you that is not very nice. And so there is a fine line, and there's a balance, because it's about standing tall and being self-confident, yet being humble, and knowing that you don't know everything. I mean, there's no way you could know everything. That would be really boring. But more than that, that would be terribly frustrating. I mean, if you knew everything, think about how frustrating. I always say how infuriating it must be for geniuses that they are the top 1%. And I mean, I'm no genius, but I probably am right in the middle. And as frustrated as you can get with people who are like, do they not, like the woman who sent me the email, like, do they not have a brain? Or, as frustrated, think about, that's like everybody. Like everything that they think is so elevated. So I think that there's such a balance in standing tall, but it's in understanding, it's in empathy and sympathy for people. And it's just giving people the benefit of the doubt, and letting people be themselves. And if you don't like it, walk away. Go find somebody else you want to talk to or hang out with. You don't have to stay where you are if you don't like where you are.
That is so true. That is also rang throughout the entire event. If you don't like where you are, do something about it. Take the leap. Do it scared. I thank you so much for sitting down with me. I really, again, feel like your brave and courageous act to stand up and say that's not cool, and then to counteract it not with ugliness, but to come back and say, I'm going to be kind, I'm going to put more love into this world, I'm going to surround myself with the positive people. It is really an inspiration, and again, for me, that is standing tall, because when you do that, I can be the person that receives that. So thank you so much, Carrie.
Thank you.
All right, guys, if you want to stay with us further, we have so much content to share with you. Go to successconference.info.